One, two. Y'all see this? Get it all on video. Look at this.
Obviously, one of great contention and speculation. Yeah. What are we looking at here?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're looking at several things. One is,
are we really about to clear our throat before tossing this nonsense into the atmosphere? Yeah, we gotta loosen it up before we let this lie fly. But hold up, because I'm about to give you the real version of events. Yep, the truth is loading. Just give a second. Sit back, pull up your pants, and let me lay this out. First, let me go ahead and spit out this little lie real quick, so we can move on. What's up, y'all? It's your girl J9 Eve. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, share the video, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I need to hear from you. All right, let's get into this. This right here, this was Tiffany's former neighbor. Yep, Mayor Christopher Clark. Slick little character. Me no trustee. But listen, Jedediah, he's back in Harvey stirring the pot again, and you already know what that means. Drama's coming. And baby, it's going to be a show. Now brace yourself. This man actually did an interview. Yep. Sat down and gave the whole rundown. And as I'm talking to you right now, I was literally watching it live. Not even 5 minutes in, and boom, caught him slipping. Straight up contradiction. No exaggeration. And the way I pause his face? Comedy gold. Just look at this. Is this the face of someone you'd trust? Nope. Absolutely not. So here's what we're about to do. I'm dragging y'all down the rabbit hole with me. This man, he's the mayor of Harvey, for those who didn't know. And let me tell you what I do know about Harvey. Remember when Tiffany hosted one of her little meetings in that building that looked like a courtroom? Yeah, that one. That exact spot? That's where he holds his meetings now. That's his setup. That's his domain. So every time he's doing his mayor thing, it's happening right there. Same stage, same drama. And let me be real, he's awful. Just flat out terrible. And it shows. You don't have to dig too deep. That's just how I feel. And guess what? I'm allowed to feel that way. Even better, I'm allowed to say it. Yep, Chris, I said it. You're not my mayor. So I'm about to take all of y'all on this ride with me. Let's head down this rabbit hole together, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So he's just having a chill conversation with someone, right? And they call him Chris. And it's like, how dare you not call me King? Excuse me? My name is King. Laughs, Chris? Seriously? I can't even picture just talking normally with someone and flipping out over that. The only time I might get a little irritated is if I were a teacher or something. But even then, it's not about feeling all high and mighty. It's more like with kids, you got to keep that line clear. Like, I'm not your buddy, I'm your teacher. There's got to be that boundary so they remember who's in charge. Because, well, they're kids, it's different. But these aren't kids. These are grown folks. Your own people. And you're really going to lose it just because they called you Chris? That's literally your name. They could have called you Zesty or Captain Awesome or anything wild. But no, they went with Chris. So now I'm sitting here wondering, what
if I'm your personal friend, or family member or something like that, you don't do that. That's disrespectful to the position. It's disrespectful to the seat. So then I brought it to the person's attention and I told him, hey, look, I understand what you're saying, and I am that guy. But once again, what you're doing is disrespectful to the seat. You know what I'm saying? You still got to recognize that. And then that's when...
What are we even doing? Yeah, that whole neck-rolling move. That's always pegged as a black woman thing. It's a stereotype they keep pushing. And anytime a guy, especially a black man, starts copying that, usually means there's some issue with black women underneath it. And honestly, there's definitely some extra spice in there. It's giving jealous. Honey, it's giving jealousy. Sir, you're radiating envy. You're giving off, I wish I was a woman vibes. And you're not. But that's exactly the energy. Just be your real self, and maybe the hate will cool off. Look, I'm human. I'm a man. You say you're mayor. Okay, cool. But I wasn't raised to just take disrespect. Oh, you say you were? Man, that's some country talk. I wasn't raised to take that kind of talk. Don't bring that mess here. Sir, put that hand down. That hand ain't helping you. It's snitching. It's yelling. Yeah, that's me. Don't do that. The hand's begging for attention. Like, look at me. I'm the star. But nah, you can't hog the screen. That hand refuses to leave the frame. Like, what is it doing? Put it down. I was raised by two folks from the Great Depression. So, let me get real. Time be a little tough here. Be tough all you want. But what about being a servant? If people don't respect your title, maybe it's because they don't respect you. Maybe it's not about the title at all. Maybe you haven't earned that respect yet. Can't you let that slide until then? That's a good question. Freedom of speech. Nice one, Jedediah. You're in power, you're mayor, but you're also a public servant. You'd think there'd be some grace. Expecting everyone to like you. And if they don't, they should be punished? Or taking criticism personally. That's dictator energy. Like, he's really trying to be a dictator, but that hand won't let him. That hand's fighting for its moment. Anyway, sir, what's your answer? Who has freedom of speech? Everyone. But let's break down what that means. People love saying freedom of speech isn't free. Oh my God, I hate when people say stuff just because it sounds deep, but it's not. Then they look right into the camera, like they just drop wisdom. Freedom of speech ain't free. $1 ain't really $1. Yes, it is. No matter the stare, you're lying. So freedom of speech isn't free? Explain. Break it down. You mean we can't say what we want? Actually, in the U.S. or anywhere, you can't say whatever and expect zero consequences. Thought you could? Cute. Yes, you can say it, but there might be a reaction. And that you can't control. Like, I could walk up and say, you ain't __, and disrespect your mama 3 different ways. Technically, if I don't touch you, I'm good. But if you slap me, I can't stop that. I can call the cops, sure. You might get arrested. But the slap happened. Can't undo it. There are consequences. You can say what you want, but you can't control how people respond. That's probably what he meant. But even then, the statement's wrong. You can say whatever the __ you want. The First Amendment means the government can't punish you or force religion on you. Doesn't mean you walk around talking crazy with zero reaction. And this isn't just some random guy on the street. This is the mayor, not a thug yelling on the block. You're supposed to hold a higher standard. But here you are, saying if someone says something you don't like, they're going to catch these hands. You know that hand in the camera? That one's going to catch it. Like, seriously, you're mayor. You should be bigger, wiser, more composed. Obama wouldn't say stuff like that. Maybe hint, throw a playful jab, but not outright, because that's tacky. It screams, I'm sensitive. It's telling on you, sir. You don't get to talk disrespectfully and expect respect back. That's not how it works. Do I kick out everyone who's upset with me? Tell every critic to get lost? Absolutely not. But he does. Calls up his goon squad, drags folks out, wanted to remove one woman who actually worked there. She said something he didn't like. Boom! 8 guys yanking her out. And they arrested her mom, too, who just calmly followed. Both arrested. But sure, he doesn't go after everyone who talks about him. Yeah, right. That's a lie. Flat out. I don't like this guy. Can you tell? And then he lied about not running for the Thornton Township spot. But guess what? His name was on the ballot. Tried to take Napoleon's old seat. Lied right to our faces. Said he wasn't running. Boom, there it was. Liar, liar. I don't like this man. At all. Yes, you're a public servant, but there must be limits. Standards. Decorum. Civility. You pull someone aside, say, hey, I hear you, but that's not how we do things here. Can you tone it down? If they refuse, that's on them. But you set the tone. You're the leader. Yeah, people have the right to speak, but feelings matter, too. Where's your line? When does professionalism kick in? Remember that moment when I said I was coming and you said, I'm ready for you? I was like, oh, so you think you're locking me up? And he goes, I don't lock up anyone. But if you need locked up, you need locked up. Okay, homie, message received. That tone, that little passive-aggressive threat, told me everything. And with public officials, it's tricky. If you clap back, there's a soundbite. Now you look bad. I get it. It sucks for you. But that's the price of the job. It's called self-control. You're supposed to have it. Imagine being a kindergarten teacher. A kid kicks you, you hit back? Nah, that's not how it works. It's about control. Rise above. That's why folks like you shouldn't be mayors. You love mud, chaos, drama. You'd be an activist. You're good at stirring the pot. But leadership? Nah, you want power to abuse it. And you're doing a terrible job. Just look at this clown. I don't like him. You can tell, right? He says people look at him wrong. Oh, here we go. Now he's playing. I'm just like you. The contradictions are wild. Jedediah? He's zooming in at the perfect moment, 'cause he knows this dude is about to trip over his own lies. Earlier, he said someone called him Chris, and he had to correct him. You'll call me Mayor Chris or Mayor Clark. But now, on screen, his name says C.J. Clark. Do you see Mayor anywhere? Nope. The contradictions are insane. Now he's playing the I'm one of you card. I'm Chris. Grew up in Harvey. Emerson Eagles shout out. Then Brooks. Graduated from Brooks. Then Thornridge. Just a regular dude. Sure, a regular dude who insists on being called king. I'm not asking much. Just call me king. Are you serious? Oh my God. Somebody flushed this man down the toilet. This is ridiculous. I'm just Chris, he says. A regular guy who wants to be called king. You can't make this up. He keeps talking. I was practicing law. People came to my office with problems. Thought God's blessing me. Maybe I should bless others.